guys, I'm live. How you guys doing? Let me turn the volume down here. How you guys doing? I'm live. I want to do social commentary with Shirtless Guy, episode number 4. So let's do that. Just think here for a second. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to introduce a term or a concept called a soft proof, meaning you don't prove it absolutely without beyond a shadow of a doubt, but you prove it's likely true and probably is true, and you can prove that much. I'm going to do 3 things I think I'm going to try to put a soft proof of today on this social commentary. Okay, soft proof number 1. I'd like to prove softly that if you're majority of just about everybody, and that includes me, watching this video or myself, I have the soft proof is that you live in some degree of scarcity or another, and that scarcity is not an accident, and that scarcity is likely to continue indefinitely or for a long time. So I just stepped on a dead rat. I hope my shoe's okay from that. I guess this isn't the best thing to do, but I wasn't watching where I was going. First of all, it doesn't take too much to prove that most of us are in scarcity. Step 1 of the proof is someone controls this world and made all the rules, rigged the game, controls all the outcomes, and makes all the decisions for this world. That's statement number 1. Well, that's very likely true because there are rules, there is money, there are systems. So someone's got to be the orchestrator or the originator of those systems, and someone has to be likely the same person, but someone has to be also the controller, manager, organizer, controller of that system. So that's step 1. That's very likely. I soft proof that's basically probably true. Step number 2, such controller or controllers or originators of the system are looking out for themselves and not us, not me, not you, but themselves. That's very likely true. Machiavelli stated that we all are that way. So it's a very short step to realize that these controllers probably are out for themselves. Well, step 3 is we are all screwed. We all live in scarcity because the controllers want more for them and less for us. And that's not only not an accident, it's likely to go on. So it's not an accident when your bank account is lower than your bills. That's not an accident, and it's likely to continue. Because controllers of this world are out for themselves, not you. And they control the world, so they make shit happen, so they make your poverty, or your scarcity, or your lack, or whatever that is. And so the good thing to do is just take it with a grain of salt. Realize it's not your fault. That's a rhyme, by the way. Realize that you did nothing to make that happen, and doing something may not make that not continue to happen. It may be just the way things are. But coming to terms with it and accepting it is actually a good thing, because just don't take it so seriously, and actually you can be happy despite your lack rather than being miserable and trying to undo your lack or fix your lack to someday be happy when your lack is gone. That's not a very good strategy. The better strategy is to accept the lack is not your fault and just go on and just take each day by day, moment by moment, and just live with the lack as it is and be happy anyway. Okay, that's thing 1. That's statement 1 that I wanted to soft prove. Next soft proof I'd like to do is that almost all emotional pain is illogical and based on misinterpretations of reality and non-use of logic or misuse of logic, or just logic used badly. Example. if you're in a store, let's say, and a hot girl is there, and she says hi to the teller, the person checking her out, with the cashier, and ignores you. You can think, oh God, that she didn't like, but that's so illogical. She's only one person. How can one person matter to you that much? And but by extension, how can anybody matter to you so much to let yourself be miserable over them? I don't care if it's your wife or anybody. Anybody that's mad at you can only be mad at you as one person. And one person is always forgivable, interchangeable, not replaceable, what's the word? Expendable. You never need one person for anything. You never need one person for your happiness, your well-being, your health, your anything. So since people can only hate you one person at a time, and each person that hates you it's illogical for you to take that and make emotional pain out of it, then all emotional pain is illogical. That doesn't mean be a jerk or a jackass. It just means don't let rejection and things like that stir your pot. Because at the end of the day, it's illogical to do so, and it's illogical to not let it stir you up. This hot girl that did just what I just said today in 7-Eleven, just kind of dissed me, but then the camel jockey cashier or whatever, she goes, "Hi, how you doing?" And for just a split second, I thought I could feel like, oh my God, but I stopped myself and said, wait a minute, she's one person. What is her opinion or her thoughts can't affect me at all. Only my own thought about it. Only my own thought of, oh my God, she did, nothing she did, nothing she does can affect me, because she's just one person. First of all, there's always the next person. Second of all, she can't do anything to me. Only I'm the only one that can allow or make myself feel emotional pain or blah, 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 rejection, whatever. So she actually did me a great service, because this led to this self-proof idea of this particular point that I hadn't thought of before. But now, because she rejected me, or in that little teeny way, it ended up that I came up with this rule in the first place. So thank you. See, rejection, things that seem bad can actually have a purpose and actually be good. Not only at the time, but even if they're not good at the time, later on, or in the big picture, if not even in the little picture too. So that's self-proof number 2. All emotional pain is illogical, and is caused from either lack of logical use or badly used logic. So now, statement number 3 that I'd like to self-proof. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you guys. Good to see you. Would you like to be on my YouTube Live? Say hi to my YouTube Live. Good to see you. Okay. Anyway, I just offered them okay, that's cool. They're cool. So, okay. Soft-proof statement number 3. I can soft-prove that I'm Jim Morrison's son. I can't hard-prove it. I can't, I can't document it. I can't legislate it. I can't decree it. I can't sign it and have it be officially recognized as truth or law. But I can soft-prove that I'm Jim Morrison's son. Here we go. First of all, I was born in Ventura. Jim Morrison hung out in Venice Beach a lot in the summer of '65 and perhaps onward. That's a mile by car away from Ventura,